Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Chris Dost. Welcome back to my channel, Biblical Languages and Literature. Before we get into our content for today, would you please be sure to click the like button and maybe consider sharing this video on social media with your pals, just so we can spread word about all the work that I'm doing here. I'd really appreciate the support. Now, as I'm out here at the beginning of the day for my morning walk, I figured we would look at the word in the beginning. So our Hebrew word of the day today is Bereshit, which appears in Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, the first verse of the Bible. And that verse in Hebrew is Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. And now, as you probably already know, this has traditionally been translated into English as in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Period. Now, before we evaluate that translation, we have to observe that the word Bereshit is a compound word that consists of the preposition be, which oftentimes means in. In Hebrew, it can mean in, by, with. It has a range of meanings, but it can also mean when, and we'll come back to that in a minute. But the second part of the word Bereshit is Reshit, and Reshit comes from the same word family as the Hebrew word Rosh, meaning head, which in Aramaic is Resh. And so Reshit is often translated as beginning. So Bereshit. The only thing is, there's no definite article there. So why is it in most English translations translated as in the beginning? And that's more of a logical thing. The Hebrew does allow for it, but this is a debatable translation. Now, I can't in one YouTube short give you a full explanation of this. You'll have to go to my Patreon page to check out my videos on Genesis, where I have, the luxury of time to get into the details of all this. But what Genesis chapter 1:1 and verse 2 are doing, which are really a full compound sentence, one full compound sentence, not two separate sentences. Those two verses are explaining what things were like before God began to create the heavens and the earth. Because creation doesn't begin, according to Genesis 1, until chapter 1 and verse 3, which says, Vayomer Elohim yehi or vayhi or. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. And that was day one. So what was going on before day one? Well, if you look at the text very carefully in chapter 1 and verse 2, there was already a water world. Well, that's going to require a more detailed and in-depth discussion of the biblical view of creation. What do the Old Testament writers really intend to communicate about God's creative process?